Hey everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, GDB365. We're not playing as Curzon Ashton anymore, we're playing as Eastleigh FC. Two things I want to get off my chest straight away, it's two apologies. Basically, first one is apologies for the slow release of the Football Manager videos, but I've noticed just in the build up to this video, a couple of videos on Insurgency. That was just basically because that's all I've been able to do really in terms of recording. I thought, well, at the very least I can get some content out, just to, like, you know, get something ticking over, if you like. The second apology is the first three, I think, of this series. This season. They have been very quiet because people have been in bed, and I've tried to be quiet. End up getting a message halfway through every time saying, "Can you keep the noise down, please?" So you can. It's the kind of sort of thing I've had to do, because if the better half is in the other room, she's basically watching TV and she can hear me over it, because there's always quiet points for some reason. She's always telling me to shut up, and that's just plain Insurgency. So I know the chances are of me recording are very, very slim. Into this particular video now and onwards, we've got a game today against Torquay. If you joined us last time, we had a live com against Stockport, which we won 2-1 thanks to goals from. I shouldn't be clicking on this really. I'm not going to go into all the actual individual goals. Mason Duffy and a late header from a corner, believe it or not. After going 1-1 against Callum Guy, if you remember it right, you probably do remember rightly. A lot of yellow cards this game, namely for Stockport, but that was a very good result. Moving on, we had a game against Woking, which was very disappointing in the fact that we drew 1-1. In fact, I do want to show you these, because I want to show you the game stats. Now, this was a fairly even game, albeit they didn't really start playing until the second half. We were 1-0 up, we were coasting. I think we had 8 shots in the first half to their 2, I want to say. And eventually they just came out firing, got an equaliser, pretty much deserved an equaliser really, if I'm being completely honest. Then into the next game, we had a 0-0 draw against high-flying Grimsby. Grimsby, who I believe are above us yet. They are 4th. So it was quite a toughly contested game. Also, you'd think, because apparently we in a way got FM'd. We had 18 shots away from home, 7 on target, 67% possession. This is against a team that was above us in the league, like top 5. And we've absolutely beasted them and come away with nothing. As you can see, even despite a 0-0, most of the players got over a 7 in terms of a rating, match rating. Pierce Kerr got 6.9, Jamie Eaton Collins and Duffy, the ones that didn't get a 7. And if you look at their team performance, only 2 players got over got a 7 or over, and that's one of the centre backs and of course their goalkeeper. I'm not surprised. We've been playing really well without much reward. However, in the next 2 games, we've won the last 2. Lowest off another team that's fairly high up. Sorry, I took that back. They were low down. Sorry, they're normally high up in the Vanarama National North Division. Start off with, so it seems they got promoted, and we put them to the sword, 2-0. Very good result. I think Lincoln's a similar story. These are teams down the bottom. I'm expecting to beat quite comfortably, and as you can see there, 2-0. Never really looked like losing. They had 1 shot all game. We had 66% possession to go with our 16 shots, and we're very comfortable. Into the game against Lincoln, which was the last one we did, the first of the month. Similar story, a lot of possession, 68% possession, 20 shots, only 4 on target, mind, but 20 shots means we're trying to get the chances away. And Geraldo Martin coming up trumps for us a bit there. We were struggling half time, we had about 12 shots, no reward, and yeah, we just came out firing second half, and Geraldo Martin getting on the end of a couple of crosses. I believe one from Grimshaw, playing it right back. There's been a few, not movements in terms of player transfers, but I think there is one transfer to tell you about. And I think that's Liam Slade, I want to say. But in terms of where players are playing, because they can play in numerous positions. So if I just go to the transfers and go into history, Liam Slade came in on loan from Bristol Rovers. He's not as good as Grimshaw, don't get me wrong, but according to this he is. but in terms of all his stats, I don't think he's that good. Things that do stand out are his jumping reach, strength, concentration is pretty good. Heading's adequate, I think, for for this level. 11 marking and tackling as well to go with it. But one thing that's quite noticeable about this player is he's actually pretty decent at passing for a defender. And he can actually play a little bit as a ball playing defender as well. So with the ball playing aspect, it helps our possession focus, if you like, of our tactic. So going into other things I want to say, I wanted to go into the home page. It's a little bit slow for some reason. Oren Jackson's gone out on loan. I don't know if we covered that last time. I'm trying to go to the home page, please. Thank you. Yeah, job security. The board are very pleased with us. They are pleased with the number of high-profile players that we've signed. The only one that I can think of that we did sign was this man here, who has been playing out of his skin. But maybe these loan players are high-profile players because they are coming from divisions above. So maybe that does count. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below. Their main disappointment is, and I'm equally disappointed with the loss at home against Eastbourne Borough. Going into today's game then. Match preview. It's taking a while. There we go. We're away against 16th place Torquay, which doesn't sound like a massive draw in terms of, live comms. But Torquay, renowned for being a side that's been like in the Football League recently. Let's have a look at them. In fact, no, I can't apparently. I've got to click on something and it's going to throw us all over the place. It seems to be loading like a mofo. There we go. Let's show me the actual team for some reason. All I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. As you can see here, they had a brief spell back in the Football League after going out about 10 years ago from now, 9.5 years ago. They dropped out of the Football League for the first time in what seems ages, because as you can see there, they did have one season in League One. But yeah, since 2000, they've been in and out of League Two via both ends, basically. So I saw that as a fairly big draw for this game. So team selection. This is a team that I think we're going to go with. In fact, I might make a few changes. I should have done this before. But you know what? We've played well in the last two games. I'm tempted to leave it as it is. We've got Josh Murray, Liam Grimshaw, Ellerslie. In fact, you know what? Liam said he's injured. Yeah, I forgot about that. 5 to 6 weeks, which is a shame. Akil Wright has come back though. He's probably going to be down the pecking order now, but we'll have to wait and see. Trying to get a few players out on loan just to try and free up some wages, because we are now spending over. I'm trying to get rid of Jimmy Spencer because we have Adil Nabi. In fact, Adil Nabi, welcome back to the side. Kashkit has done alright, don't get me wrong, but he's not scored a goal, which is a bit concerning. So Adil Nabi comes back into the side. We'll start with the strongest team basically. We're going to go with Maxter in goal, Murray, Grimshaw, Ellerslie, and Mosley as a back four, with Kerr, the defensive midfielder, Dunn, who's been playing quite well since his return from injury. As you can see here, he's got 7.54 average rating for the last 5 games. And Hezental has just been playing out of his skin, basically. I mean, you look at his last 5 games, 8.20, 7.89 average rating. If I just go into the competitions really quickly, and go into the player stats, you'll probably see here is top of the players of the match, is top of the average rating. Only just mind, I thought that's a little bit closer than what I thought. Some blue players for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what that is. If anyone can let us know in the comments, please do. But yeah, that's just the sort of standard that he's playing back into this. Let's go back, it's probably a little bit quicker. There we go. Yeah, let's just get into the game. We are away from home. Adil Nabi is lacking match sharpness. He has been injured for about 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. So I'm hoping he's going to hit the ground running as he returns. We are 5th, if you've noticed, in the Premier League. It is sort of the Premier. It's a Northern Premier. Right, let's get into the game. Pick up where we left. We are massive favourites here, and confidence is nearly really high. In fact, you know what? Let's use this one. We don't get this that often. I don't know who the teams are we lost to last season, so let's just go with what they're saying. Yeah, let's go with you. Pick up where you left off because you've been playing really well. Grimshaw did a really sound job at right back as well, by the way. Him and Joe Partington, who now finds himself on the bench as an option for multiple positions, which is why I'm keeping him around. Although he's on nearly £1,000 a week, which is quite a lot. He's 29. I do like to try and get a younger team, but to be honest with you, he's done a really good job when he's coming. If you look at his average rating for the last 5 games, barring this last game, where he got 6.8, 7.74 average rating for the last 5 games. He was in some decent form and can possibly find himself a little bit unlucky to be dropped for this game. But into this game now, which I don't know why I said this game twice, but anyway. I'm not entirely sure as well. I used to put a highlight over these and it used to come up with the names, and now it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure what I've done or why it's doing that. If anyone does know, let us know in the comments. But into the game, and I believe I've got extended. I have, but it's yet to be a highlight of a meaningful note. Early stages show that we are having most of the ball. It's just whether we do anything with it. They've had more chances than us, albeit one has been blocked and one is from range. We've just had a shot that's off target. Here comes Ronan Keating, who finds Odegbami, and he has a shot, but fortunately maxed it. Is equal to it. I was expecting a goal there. It's usually what happens. To get one chance and score, and then we're usually playing catch up when we have gone behind anyway. But we're having a lot of the ball, but not really doing much with it at the moment. So having possession, if we don't, but there's meaningful possession and meaningless possession. And in this case, it's meaningless because we're not creating much at all. Grimshaw heads away though, and Kerr now plays it inside to that man Hesenthaler. Now it's Naby. Found himself in a deep position, which is what most men dream of, I suppose. Now it's done. And it's Galbraith. Finds Mosley on this left-hand side. Crosses in towards Galbraith. I thought he brought it down there, but Kalou kicks it away. Not Solomon Kalou, just some of the wannabe Kalou. Now it's Dunn. Again, not Richard Dunn, some younger Dunn. I can't even remember his first name. I think he's called Jacob or something. But here's Naby! Oh, he's put it wide. It's a great opportunity. Clear cut. Fell, takes a goal kick, and Motley Henry has time to bring it down, which is a bit concerning. Chipped over towards Ronan Keating, but it's headed away. Or again to that man Motley Henry, and he finds Hurst on the overlap. Hurst squares it. Motley Henry with a chance to shoot, maybe not. Young finds Adams, and that's Kalou again. And Odegbami did, he got round Grimshaw like he wasn't even there then, but I think he recovered. I think he did anyway. It seemed like he recovered. And now it's a corner to Torquay. Headed away well by Kerr. But Adams retrieves the ball and plays a square ball, which is a very loose one. Naby looking for options. It opts to go backwards, and now it's a different highlight. And it's Kalou. Crosses in. Max Stitt has spilled it, and it's gone out for a corner as a result. Not exactly what you want your main goalkeeper to be doing. I found it tough on this particular Football Manager to get a decent goalkeeper, if I'm being completely honest, that's so consistent and doesn't let you down. And don't get me wrong, he's not done bad, but those errors just keep appearing no matter what team I am. And we are not playing particularly well in my eyes. Only 4 players over a 7. It's not a terrible performance. There's only Geraldo Martin who seems to be consistently in 6.6 unless he scores. What do you say here? We had away from home. That's why I'm reluctant to have a go at them. Come on, we can still come out with a win. Oh, that's the best reaction ever. Or not. Right, so we're looking to try and get as much green as possible here, which might be slang for something else that I'm probably unaware of. So if I did say that and you find it out now, the thing I'm associating it with is some sort of possible drug or something. I don't know. You can guess probably what I'm thinking of. I don't even know if that exists. I'm a good boy. I've never done anything like that. So drinking, that's different. Everyone likes a drink. Well, most people like a drink. Not everyone. So second half, we need to get something from this game. Ideally not a point, but Murray's there. Loose ball. That's another... No, it's not. I thought it would have been a clear-cut opportunity. That looked like a mistake from the defender. But now it's Galbraith. Murray. Getting the ball back from the throw, basically. Kurt. Galbraith again. Squares it to Dunn. Dunn finds Geraldo. Geraldo is tackled. Surprise, surprise. And he finds Odegbami. And that's Ronan. He tries to get away from, I want to say, who's 24? Ellerslie. So they're obviously playing on the counter. We obviously can't hit a barn door. Yeah. Still fifth at the minute as it stands. Mosley now. Don't play a square ball straight into the path of the enemy, I was going to say, but no. Different game. Right, Murray on this right hand side. He's got company, and so he goes inside to Hesenthal. Now it's done. Chips over for Murray. That's a great ball to find him. He's in acres here. Can he pick across? No, he can pick a pass instead. And it's Galbraith who drills it over the bar. And Adil Nabi's not really having the best game in the world, so I'm probably going to bring on Kashket to try and pick up some slack. Also as well, I think I'm going to bring on... Yeah, Mason Duffy, I think. You know what? Yeah, we'll bring on... Let's have a think. Jamie Eaton-Collins can go on the right, perhaps. Yeah, you know what? Jamie Eaton-Collins, you've got better vision. So, Galbraith's going to swap with Geraldo because he's playing slightly better. Geraldo's going to come off, and it's going to be Eaton-Collins coming on. We'll make those two changes for now. So... Right, let's get these going. It's a bit slow for some reason. I really need to have a look and see what's causing it. But it's still 0-0. And Murray is playing well at Hesenthal again, standout performer. It's because his pass accuracy is like 90 or something. He's like Xavi or Iniesta or someone. But there's been tackled, and Kerr is looking to come away with that ball there. And now it's another loose ball again, and this could spell danger as Odegbami gets away and Ellis comes across, and Maxter is forced into a really good save. Despite only having the team, Torquay, having 33% possession, they still pose a threat. And this is probably the main threat, set pieces. So we need to get a hold of this ball. In fact, I'm actually going to make a little bit of a change tactically. Something I've done a couple of times. I'm going to force you to be on a tack, and then I'm going to change this to just structured, because there's a theory that if you've got 0 to 1 attack like rolls, then it's highly structured, and then 2 to 3 I think it's structured, and etc, etc. It goes up for each one. So if you've got 5 attacking ones, I think it's very fluid. Right, let's stick with that for about 10 minutes, and then we'll see what we want to do after that. I need to stop pressing space. A very tightly contested game, but if I were to say an away game against Torquay would pick up a point, I probably would take it. I wouldn't take a loss though at this point. It'd be massively undeserved in terms of balance of play. You know, we've had nearly 70% possession. We just need to convert some chances. We need to get the ball forward and, you know, at least win the ball off them. I mean, come on. Hurst now on this right hand side. It's got 2 players closing down, which is usually suicide in terms of a defensive setup. Thompson now with a position to cross, and he crosses, and there it is. There's the sucker punch right there, 1-0. And that's make a change time. What do we do? What do we do? Mason Duffy's got to come on for Galbraith. And if we lose this game, it's going to be robbery. It really is. Although, you know, chances-wise, probably have deserved something. But all 3 points, no, not a chance. This is a definite smash and grab. We just need to know how, need to know how to finish. I mean, we also need to know how to defend. Apparently, massively strengthened the back line this season. You know, the only people I've... Whoa, nice morph in there. You see that? That's why I'm calling bullshit, because no player can move like that. It was like on a skateboard. Ridiculous. Ridiculous scenes, telling you. So, now it's looking a bit more worrying. We're still not creating any chances, which is the biggest worry going. Let's have a look, see what we can do here. Let's look at shoot on sight. Let's hit some early crosses. Why not? And then let's look to speed it up a little bit. I want to say push that higher up as well. I'll do. We'll do it for now. Leave it like that. See what happens. It's probably going to be a massive failure. I'm probably go 2-0 down here. But it'd be, I think you'll probably, I'd like to think you'd agree that it's, you know, nah, it's a smash and grab is this. Unless we get an equaliser right now. It's punched clear. I think that's going to be it. It is massive disappointment. I had a lot of optimism going into this game, and unfortunately now that has just disappeared because that was absolutely appalling, and I'm going to tell them so as well. Not good enough. We should be winning that game. I can tell you now, I know exactly where I lost that game. This particular screen right here at half-time. That's where we lost the game because obviously, you know, no greenness, no winness. That makes no sense. But yeah, very disappointing. We still remain in 5th, but however now, you know, Dover 9 points clear of us at this stage, and we've only got 6 wins, 4 draws and 3 losses. That's a terrible loss, is that? It's a poor side in my opinion. We've only conceded 7 goals. I knew if we were going to lose it'd be like by 1 goal. Any comments as to what you would have done differently in the in the changes or something? Let us know in the comments, please. So on to the next game where you're going to join us. Got Bromley in a few days as well. They're 7th. Very disappointed with that performance. I can't be too disappointed because some of the players got really high ratings. So what do you do? I mean, they're playing well. They're just not scoring. Maybe that's what it is. I need to get a better striker. So I'll go into the news things afterwards. Yeah. So next game we're probably going to do probably Tranmere for the same sort of reason as before. As what I said with Torquay. Tranmere again, a team that have been in Football League for so long. They even was as high up as the Championship in this game. Well, in real life, 16 years ago. They finished bottom of the league that year, and they stayed in League One for ages. They tinkered with the playoffs a couple of times, I believe, once it seems. Yeah, just a one time there. And then they found themselves in League Two at the first attempt. They got relegated. First season in League Two, they got relegated. They came back up and then got relegated again. But that's in game. They actually in real life got relegated last season. So I thought I said David Batty then. What a legend. But right, next game it's going to be Tranmere. Hopefully you're going to join us for that. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye bye.